But just a little bit more about the fact that these two are classmates from FTII. Do you guys prep together? Is there a sense of rivalry, competition, especially that we have the treat, we have a unique situation कि आप दोनों को एक ही फिल्म में हम देख रहे हैं. Did you prep together for this film?
जैसे मुझे भी पता चला था कि विजय वो कर रहा है, मेरे लिए बहुत आसान हो गया था क्योंकि मुझे अब उस पार्ट को तैयार करने की, उस रिलेशनशिप को तैयार करने की जरूरत नहीं है, जेन्युइनली जरूरत नहीं है, बिकॉज इट्स बीन लाइक 15-17 years वी नो ईच अदर. क्लास में रोज एक दूसरे से काम करके साथ में काम किया है, फिल्में देखी हैं, टीचर्स की गालियाँ खाई हैं, तो वो सब हम उस प्रोसेस से साथ में निकले हैं. सो द मोमेंट यू नो कि आपका कोई एक्टर ये है जिसको आप कुछ भी बोलोगे, कुछ भी बात करोगे, किसी तरह से भी डिजाइन करोगे, इट्स लाइक इम्प्रोवाइजेशन का एक रूल होता है, यू कांट से नो टू इट बेसिकली. तो उस पार्ट को बिल्कुल भी तैयार करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी. द मोमेंट आई सी विजय, आई नो कि हाँ ये हो जाएगा.
So basically you guys are going to be the new age Jay and Veeru. Any director who casts you has half the work done.
जय और विजय तो है ही नाम में.
हाँ, वीरू करने की जरूरत नहीं, जय विजय भी हो सकता है.
Perfect. There you have it. Perfect. So Joy, I'm going to ask you a question I've been dying to ask you. Okay, we know that where you shoot the film becomes a really important character in all the films that you do. We saw what you did with Calcutta when you did Kahani, and now you've shot it in beautiful Kalimpong. The film has an amazing moody setting. So what was it about Kalimpong that helped you take the story forward? It's very important to know that. Why did you choose that?
See, when you read the book, it's kind of set in a small hamlet of Tokyo. So I needed that. I needed a small place which is very academic, where there's this man teaching maths to a high school, and where a mother is trying to, restart her life. So it all fell into place in Kalimpong, where you could create a world like that, and in comes another man looking for another man. So too many men, one woman. And Kalimpong gives me that mystery, that little hilly, the fog. And I think that's very important to have in the kind of thriller that we are trying to set in Jaane Jaan. And I knew that terrain. I know that terrain very well. It's hometown. So it also.
You loved it. And you shot the entire film in.
Yeah.
From start to finish in one location.
Yes.
Kareena, I want to ask you a question which I'm sure everyone's going to jump and ask you. Okay, you are the queen of spontaneity. Okay, everyone's seen you. You bring your first foot forward is that of being a spontaneous actor. Whereas you're working now with these two actors who are, FTII. They know each other. They work. All of that. How did the chemistry? How did it work out between who intimidated who? Is what I want to know.
They intimidated me because they were so prepared that I was like, and anyway, I had gone with the thought. Saif had already told me, he's like, listen, this is not कि तुम band से makeup लगा के set पे जाके dialogue बोलोगे. He's like, please stop this attitude because you are working with Jaideep Ahlawat and Vijay Varma. Be prepared. They are going to be improvising and doing everything. And I was like,
no stress, no
so
pressure.
he was like, you better be on your toes because, ये नहीं है कि it's like a picnic. So he had warned me. So I was like, anyway, I have to be a little more like, जैसे कि student when you go to the class, you have to constantly like be alert. He's like, stop being that backbencher and now आगे आके थोड़ा कुछ करो. I said, yeah, I have to. So I was like constantly watching them that it was, because I know that like Jaideep is always so like prepared and, composed. Obviously that was his character. Vijay, I've realized, is a bit like me in the sense he's laughing and everything on the set and whatever, but his every take is different from the other. But it's also very thought of. I can tell that he's like thought of everything, that the way he's going to say it, what's going to happen. So I think just being in that environment, I was also on my toes, and I'm so happy that I was, because I think an actor should constantly be threatened by other actors on set. Otherwise, it's just going to be, So it's nice to have that slight alertness around, like, okay, whatever, what's happening, I should also be prepared. Is he going to like give me a look? Is he going to be, what's going to happen slightly different? So I think the whole process was, but we all three were really prepared, I think. मेरे बारे में भी कुछ अच्छा बोलो, सब आपके बारे में अच्छा बोल रहे हैं. हाँ?
It was lovely intimidating.
FTII and all, तो then I am like मेरे बारे में भी बोलो
वो
यार.
FTII है ना फिल्म इंडस्ट्री की. वो
आप
है.
कितनी तैयारी करके आ जाओ सेट पे जब आप करीना कपूर के सामने खड़े होते हो जब आपको उनकी आंखों में देख के लाइन बोलनी पड़ती है ना तो कैमरा भी हिलता है आके तो आदमी छोड़ दो आप तो बड़े बड़े लोगों को हिलते देखा है मैंने.
So I'm just very happy that I was with them.
I want to thank Saif Ali Khan
Yeah,
because
he तो
अगर वो
scared
नहीं
me.
होते तो इनको पता भी नहीं होता ये कौन है ये लड़के ने.
थैंक्स
Watching everything.
I can imagine this conversation in a
Yeah.
room.
So I was like terrified. I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen?